Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona, and every single week I come to you providing a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education for watching. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's edition. Sorry for the delay. I had to reboot my whole phone, so I'm glad that it's working now. All right, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about all of the resources that are available when it comes to inviting visitors. So, visitors are the lifeblood of BNI, and did you know that our weekly meetings are all for the visitors? Yes, it is true that the weekly meetings are for the visitors. And so when we come there every single week, not only are we educating our sales team of those amazing referrals that we're looking for each week, but on the flip side, it's giving all of our businesses extra visibility with the visitors that are in the room. So visitors are extremely important. Now, when we're inviting visitors, we don't want to pre-qualify them and decide for them whether they're too busy or it's not a good fit. And I love how Julie Jones always put it, that you invite like you're inviting to a party. And there are so many great resources that BNI has available, specifically the podcasts, all around inviting visitors. I actually have a list of all different podcasts all around inviting visitors. So I'm going to encourage you guys that if you have an open business day coming up, or member extravaganza is right around the corner, guys, you want to make sure to check out some of these podcasts, because even some of these titles, I was like, ooh, I know some people that could use this information. And so BNI Success Connector, so Teresa up in Prescott Valley, created this list and gave it to me. After this is done, in the details, I will include all of these different podcast numbers. That way you can check them all out. But some of these names really stand out. And some of the excuses I have definitely received over the years. But there's a podcast on inviting visitors is easy online. So that one sounds intriguing, right? Focused invite days. So if you are specifically inviting specific professionals for your open business days, those are really great. Specifically, if you have multiple people in the same category on the same day, guess what happens? You create competition within that category because, BNI is one person per profession, so only one can get in. Now, one of the things that you guys can do if you have that opportunity to where multiple people are applying for the chapter at the same time, same profession, we can also connect them with some other local chapters. So if you personally invite someone into your chapter, and let's say they submit an application and there's multiple people that are applying for the same spot, if they really want to take advantage of the BNI community to help grow their business, we can introduce them to another chapter that's in the area that has their profession open. Because with 85 chapters and soon to be 86, because Westside Power Partners is about to launch. I'm so excited. So we're about to be 86 chapters, and I think even BNI Peak Performers is about to launch as well. So we're about to have 87 chapters in the Valley. And so there's plenty of opportunities for those professionals that you're inviting. If they're not able to get into your chapter, we can connect them with some amazing professionals around town to get them into another chapter, or at least introduce them to another chapter. Because each chapter has their own personality, different people. And so I always recommend to visit multiple chapters to make sure that you have the right fit with day, time, location, all that fun stuff. But when it comes to inviting visitors, I think that is one of the hardest things that members struggle with. And sometimes we try to overcomplicate it. And so if we just make it easy as possible, and one of the things I always recommend is never try to explain what BNI is, because you could confuse people if you just invite them to a networking event to where they're going to meet some amazing professionals. Just leave it to that, because they're going to learn all about BNI when they get there. So you don't want to trick people. So if they ask, you definitely want to tell them. But if you start the conversation with trying to explain all the different things, and you might be saying too much. So keep it as simple as possible when you're inviting visitors to the meeting. One of these other podcasts is, I've invited everyone I know. I've heard that a lot. There are thousands upon thousands of professionals that would love the opportunity and love the gift of BNI. You just have to make sure to invite them, open the opportunity. Because even if they don't join, guys, they say on average a visitor passes about $1,500 worth of business, and I think that number is even low, towards members, whether they join or not. So when you're inviting a visitor to the chapter, don't have the mindset that you're inviting them to potentially join. Have the mindset that you're inviting just so that way they have visibility in the room and that all of the members have visibility in the room. Because when you're inviting a visitor, you're in essence opening up an potential opportunity for someone to do business with the members of the chapter. So having new people in the room is really, really exciting, guys. So that's why we want to make sure that we're continuously inviting new people to the chapters. You're getting more extra visibility by new people being in the room. And this is also why we have the guideline of when someone is visiting the chapter, anyone can visit a chapter up to 2 times per BNI year and give their presentation if their category is already full. Now, or isn't full, not already full, isn't full. Now, if they come back a 3rd time as, let's say, a substitute, that's awesome. They're helping the chapter out. They're getting extra visibility during open networking and even after the meeting to connect with members, but they won't be able to give their own presentation after those 2 times. And here's the reason why, guys. Because if we consistently have those people visiting the chapter and allowing them to give presentations every time they visit the chapter when their category is open in the chapter, if they don't plan on submitting an application, the likelihood of members actually inviting someone to fill that spot is very slim to none. So when we have those serial subs attending the meetings all the time, which we have them all over the valley, guys, it's a thing. But when we allow them to keep giving those presentations, it's actually hurting the chapter. We think that, oh, well, we want to return the favor because they're helping us with attendance, but it's actually hurting the chapter. So we want to keep that in mind, guys. They're still getting visibility during open networking as long as they show up on time, right? And they're still being able to open network. They can still have one-to-ones with the members. Like, they can do all the other things, but they can only give their presentation 2 times per BNI calendar year. And that goes for BNI members too. Any of you can visit any chapter up to 2 times, give your presentation up to 2 times per year. And that's one of the benefits of the BNI membership. Now, with having over 80 chapters around the valley, it would take you a really long time to visit all the chapters. It took me over a year to visit all of the chapters. I'm still now making my 2nd round of coming around to visit all the chapters. So if you haven't seen me lately, you will be seeing me soon, because I am starting to make my rounds again. It may take some time, but you will see me soon. But this is the reason why we have certain things in place. We want more visibility. If we have the same people coming every week, then that's less visibility for the members of the chapter, right? So we think we're doing a great thing because we have a substitute, but it's the same people every single week, guys. When we have different people attending and potential visitors and different guests to sub, that's giving more opportunities for the members in the chapter for more referrals and more activity. Like, you want to grow your business, right? That's why we're all here. And so you want to think about it that way. It's all in helping you. It's not saying that the person is bad. It's the way things are. It's just the way things are. So back to visitors. I'm going to send you guys all the list of all the podcasts on tips with inviting visitors. I know that many chapters have some open business days scheduled. If you go to bniarizona.com, click on the calendar link, you can see all of the different events that are scheduled around town. We also have International Networking Week coming up in 2 weeks, guys. So the first week of February, Dr. Ivan Meisner has coined that the International Networking Week, and he has the goal to have 500,000 one-to-ones during that week. So if you haven't already started plugging in your schedule some one-to-ones that first week of February, get on it, guys, because it's 2 weeks away. 500,000 one-to-ones. So great. So great. So get your one-to-ones on the calendar, guys. I'm going to give you guys this list. Start listening to these amazing podcasts. And remember to record one chapter education if you're watching this today. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next week.